appreciate the initiative of Senator Dan Kwambo in crafting this draft bill. From recent reports, even in advanced countries, we have seen where revelations have been made that foreign countries have had under the cover of aid to send resources, equipment to certain persons to carry out activities against their own nation state. We have our own fair share of patriotic citizens, but the truth be told, there is no nation that doesn't have its own share of citizens who might want to take advantage of the soft line. Listening to this bill and all that have been said about it, I think there are two broad issues here. One is those donations accruing to government from all sorts of sources. And any money accruing to Nigeria, in my view, within the broad definition of the responsibility of the Senate, ought to be reported, recorded, and how it is used ought to be something that the Senate can oversight. That, for me, is straightforward. The one that we need to explain so that people who might choose to misunderstand this act is to the extent that we seek for full disclosure of resources that are transferred to NGOs or civil societies.
Most of the foreign monies coming into the country are not for progress of the country. Some of them are meant to destabilize the country, particularly from undisclosed sources and undisclosed organizations, and they are not properly accounted for. I've also witnessed a lot of adverts sponsored by this group, sponsored by that group, sponsored by this, running into millions. So, and these are not adverts that cannot be sponsored by some of the agencies in Nigeria. But I think with this bill, if we proceed further, we'll be able to dig deep and understand exactly where the money is coming from and all that. Because I made the first observation in the 8th Senate, way back when I noticed that most of the organizations that came to Nigeria were renting properties in Borno State, in Maiduguri, and they will come and rent properties for 12 years minimum, 15 years, and all that. And I said, if Boko Haram just started, and it's not even up to 2 years, does it mean that these people foresee a situation whereby the Boko Haram will fester for up to 15 years? So your guess is as good as mine. Today, Boko Haram is still around, coming in different forms. ISIS, ISWAP, this, and all that. So I think they knew that this thing was going to last for years, because if there is no oxygen, Boko Haram would not be breathing. So you are right. We have to track these monies. We have to know where these monies are coming from and for what purpose, and then so that we don't end up receiving donations that would tend to destabilize Nigeria and lead to a lot of divisions.